Whether you visit our many historic sites, explore our thousands of acres of parks, launch a business, or study at one of our acclaimed universities, you'll agree Mercer County has it all. Mercer County, picture yourself here. Mercer County Executive Brian Hughes and the Board of Commissions are proud to sponsor the Mercer Buy Local Connection.
Presenting Mercer Buy Local Connection, the new show from CNJN, and presented by YourTownTube.com, Fit, Fab, and Well Tube, and Stimulus Brand.
Welcome to Mercer Buy Local Connection. Today we have an extraordinary show. We have two guests with us.
Yes,
Daisy, please introduce them.
We're so happy. We have Laurie Cleveland here. She's with the Sourland Conservancy. And we also have Suzanne Parsons, and she is a volunteer with the Sourland Mountain Festival. We're so excited to have you guys here. Welcome.
Thank you very much. We're so excited to be here.
Yep. So let us know a little bit, Laurie, a little bit about the Sourland Conservancy.
The Sourland Conservancy is the only nonprofit that's dedicated to protecting the Sourland Mountain region. And that's a term that many people aren't familiar with. Even if you live here, you may never have heard the term Sourland before. But the Sourland Mountain is actually a 90 square mile region. It's the largest forest in central New Jersey. It's the third largest forest in the state.
Wow.
And it is amazing.
It is.
Meaning,
it stretches out from Mercer County to Hunterdon and Somerset.
That's
Isn't
correct.
That right?
It's a ridge that actually goes from Hillsborough all the way to Lambertville, and Ringo's roughly to Hopewell.
so one of the program I love to see that you do over there is actually you get young people coming on property and putting trees back into the ground to keep that forest going and harvesting, and also because it is a big, huge place for the birds.
That's correct.
Let's talk about the birds.
It's a really, really important place, especially for migratory birds. So it's an important bird area. Actually, that's a designation that is really critical. So birds flying up the Atlantic Flyway must stop and rest along the way. And often they land in the Sourlands, where they can get some food and take a break on their long trip from South America, sometimes all the way up into Canada. There are also 57 state-listed threatened and endangered species that live right here in the Sourlands.
So from all the events that you have going on at the Sourlands, you have a lot of education programs. Do you teach the folks that are in our local area the importance of like preserving all the trees and everything else?
We're working really hard to get the word out, because right now we're losing over 1 million trees due to an invasive insect, the emerald ash borer. So that's about 1 in every 5 trees in the region. All of the ash trees are dying. You may see them as you drive around, or even when you look out your window, you see dead trees here and there.
Yes.
Those are ash trees most likely, and this bug is going to actually wipe out every mature ash tree in the Sourland Mountain region. In fact, it's a bigger problem than just the Sourlands. It's just that the Sourlands has the most dense ash population in the state. So we're losing a lot of trees on public property and also on private property. And you were mentioning tree planting. We love to have groups come out and plant trees. It's a really huge problem, but it's just such an easy thing to remedy if we just all work together. So about 1/3 of the Sourlands is privately owned, so people living in their own homes can help offset the loss of the ash trees and enrich the habitat even in their own yards. We're asking people everywhere to reduce the size of their mowed grass and plant native trees and shrubs to help the birds and all of the other animals survive.
So is that bug that comes? So you talk about the bug and you talk about the bird. So it seems that is a correlation here, that is important for us to bring the bird back, so that bug is not there.
So 3 billion birds have died, or we've, I'm sorry, the bird numbers have declined over 3 billion in the last 30 years or so. Actually, I need to look that number up, but the bird populations are in steep decline. And so one thing that we can do is enrich bird habitat. So we can all work together to enrich that habitat and restore the forest. We're working together with the partners in Mercer County, Somerset County, Hunterdon County, who own land. The Sourland Conservancy only owns a tiny piece of land, but we're working with our partners who own public land throughout the Sourlands to help plant trees in the public parks and preserves there. So last year, our partners worked with us and volunteer groups, community groups, businesses, municipalities. Everyone's working together to plant these trees. Last year, we planted over 11,000 trees.
Isn't that amazing? 11,000 trees.
It is amazing.
That is great.
That is amazing.
And this is a volunteer work also? Right. I mean, do you have volunteers that come and they volunteer their time, as Suzanne right here?
That's right.
Yes, in fact, they meet every second Friday, I think it is, or Saturday. They're called the Sourland Stewards. They can be, they're mostly volunteers, but they can be interns, your kids, adults, and we have people coordinating the events. We even have a little pickup truck now that we can carry little seedlings around in. But they come and they clean up the area, get ready to plant, coordinate all the seedlings. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. We really only have 4 people on staff right now that are full-time, and we have a whole lot of volunteers, and we really couldn't do it without them. Our volunteers and partners are critical to the forest restoration effort.
And then, of course, you know, the Sourland, you can go there as just having a great day, having a walk. You don't necessarily need to be always like a volunteer or supporting. You can actually take your family, go there, have a beautiful walk, look at the birds, because you also have tour that teach you how to look at the birds, right?
That's right. We work with very closely with the Washington Crossing Audubon Society, actually. So they have terrific walks that you can take and learn how to identify the birds. It's really so relaxing. There are so many great things that you can do in the Sourlands with your friends and family. You can go for a walk. There are 25 public parks and preserves that have hiking trails in the Sourlands. People love to just go out and forest bathe or relax, play music in the woods.
Picnics.
You can do yoga or hiking.
Bicycle.
Team building exercises with your office worker or office mates. There are tons and tons of things you can do. And there are also lots of historic resources in the Sourlands. We haven't even started talking about the history of the Sourland region, which is fascinating. There are lots and lots of historic sites that you can visit, and there are really sweet towns where you can just go and walk around and just take it in. You can shop local. It's very important for the environment to reduce your carbon footprint, and one great way to do that is by shopping locally. And in the Sourlands we have tons of farmers markets and little shops that sell things that the artisans in the Sourlands make. Farmers are just producing cheese and just all kinds of delicious wine and beer and spirits in the Sourlands.
There's so much.
There's
it's so rich.
much.
I don't think most people realize how much area it covers and how many different towns and farmers. You know, one does not think of that when they're thinking of Sourlands, but there are a lot of farms out there, and it's all part of it, right?
Yes. Yeah. And buying the produce from those local farms makes sure that they can stay in business.
Yes.
And it's also very healthy for us all to eat that nutritious food that the Sourlands produces.
That is absolutely awesome. Now, let us know, how can we reach you? We want to be a volunteer, we want to donate, or we just want to come and buy something at one of those farmers. How do we connect with you?
So you can go to our website, sourland.org, that's SOURLAND.org, and you can join. Please become a member. And you can also find out all kinds of things about the region. There are fabulous maps there, history maps, and hiking maps. So just visit our website and there's all kinds of information about how to volunteer or just how to enjoy the Sourlands.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom McManaman from Stimulus Brand. I discovered my taste for brand positioning while riding a train into Manhattan for my first job interview. The man seated next to me was reviewing a presentation he was about to make in New York. Curious, I asked, "What are you working on?" And he told me he had an advertising campaign pitch for a soft drink centered around the theme, the Uncola. I loved the ad pitch and the packaging, but more than that, I was fascinated by the theme, the Uncola. Now that was positioning. Arriving in New York, I wished him good luck and I went to my interview. Surprisingly, I met him on the train ride home, where he gave me the thumbs up sign. Now, of course, that was advertising for 7-Up, introduced by an actor named Jeffrey Holder, declaring 7-Up as the Uncola. Ha 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 ha. They created new positioning in the soft drink category, and he made the brand fun. At Stimulus Brand, we know that positioning is the key to reaching consumers, where they care and where they spend. Positioned the right way, you can capture the minds, hearts, wallets, and loyalty of customers. And isn't that richer than a one-off sale? Pick up a copy of my book, The Position Player, available on Amazon.com, and learn more at stimulusbrand.com.
Need a new adventure? How about a riverside walk? Or a catch in the park? Or maybe something closer to nature? To bring you and the people you love closer together. Come visit us again soon. We've missed you. Mercer County is open for business.
The Princeton-Mercer Buy Local Connection,
It's powerful.
a program dedicated to helping our businesses and our local economy be strong and stay strong, where every week every member shares each other's video content. The Buy Local Connection is powerful business leaders helping each other thrive and prosper. The Princeton-Mercer Buy Local Connection, it's powerful.
So we are here with Suzanne Parsons. She is in charge of the Sourland Mountain Festival, and we attended the festival a couple weeks ago, and it was just so much fun. Suzanne, it was a great festival with great attendance. How did this all start?
Well, thank you very much. First, I'd like to show our beautiful Sourland Mountain Festival shirt. All our volunteers get one, and this happens to be part of our main logo of the event. And it was presented by Unionville Vineyards. Don't want to forget that.
Yes, that was great.
But the Sourland Mountain Festival started as a two-person singing group in the Mill Hill Saloon in Trenton. The musicians lived on the mountain, and they loved it so much that they wrote a whole CD of music about the mountain. There was 2 individuals there who belonged to the Sourland Conservancy, who thought, wow, this is great. And they know the Sourland Mountains, and they live there themselves, so they decided we're going to start a Sourland Music Festival. That's the first name. So in about 2003, they started the music festival in a little place just outside of Hopewell called Hillbilly Hall. They outgrew it in 2 years and moved to the Hillsborough Golf and Country Club, where it has been ever since 2019. And of course, because of the pandemic, we had a little hiatus there. But and this year we brought it back in 2022 at the Unionville Vineyards outside of Ringo's, which is a fabulous location. It was rolling hills, trees, and beautiful vistas.
It was beautiful. Yeah.
It was. We were. You know, it's a little smaller than what we're used to, but we packed it with over 1,100 people, and everyone had a good time. We have fabulous music from the central New Jersey area. We had food vendors and exhibitors and animal caretakers and Audubon Society, all from the local area to help educate people with their exhibits. We even had family activities. We had scavenger hunts, so all the children, or big kids, could go make sure that they visit each one of the exhibitors to learn more about the Sourlands and bring their paper back to win a prize.
And actually, you, Daisy, you interviewed John,
Exactly.
who is actually the owner of the Unionville Vineyard.
Yes, John Ciaffelli, he is the
Right.
manager of the Unionville winery, and we did talk to him, and you did a little walk through the vineyard, which was so much fun.
Right.
Yes, yes.
But the important point was that talking about coming out of COVID, and you know, the Sourland needed a place, a home, a new home to do the festival, and how important those partnerships are
Absolutely.
to you.
It was perfect partnership. We had lots of volunteers. John's staff members worked well with us. I think we had everything planned down to the T as much as possible. Also, we had John has a beautiful tent next to their barn where the wine tasting is. That was used for the VIP
That's
ticket
right.
holders, of which the Ryland Inn has been for many years. Provided all the farm-to-table food for this event.
Yeah.
Just scrumptious, but and I know that you did have a bit of an interview. You got to talk to Chris.
Yes.
We
Chef
did.
Chris,
We talked
right.
to Chef Chris.
And everyone enjoyed themselves no matter what part of the property they were at, and pretty much stayed until dark. So
Right.
we were amazed. It was wonderful.
These events are so important for the Conservancy in order to raise awareness and raise funds.
Events like this, the Sourland Conservancy relies on to bring much needed funds to help our forest restoration project and also our educational activities. So we do a train station series of educational seminars in the fall. We do hikes. We're very, very busy. But in
Yes.
order to do it all, we need funds, and our members do fund a lot of our work, but we really rely on these events to help pay the
And
bills.
we always need more members. Once you become a member, you get these wonderful little newsletters, and you just learn about all the things that are going on, not just in your area, but in the whole Sourland mountain area itself. And there's a lot of related organizations that join us, and that's how we are luckily expanding our membership, but we need more members.
That's right. We have really important partners all throughout the Sourlands, including, well, we highlight many of them at the Sourland Mountain Fest
Right,
because
right.
those are who the exhibitors are. A lot of the historic societies, for instance,
Right.
the Stoutsburg Sourland African American Museum. We're a partner of the Sourland Mountain. We're a partner of the Stoutsburg Sourland African American Museum.
It's a big word.
We're just opening the Mount Zion AME Church on Hollow Road. It's just gone through historic restoration, so that'll be open for visitors soon. And we're gearing up to celebrate the 250th anniversary of our nation's founding. So we've got lots of
We cannot
exciting
wait to
things going on.
celebrate with you guys. We had such a great time at the Mountain Festival. We have some really cool videos that we took from the bands and all the fun that we had there.
And the vendors.
And the vendors.
And we
food.
have lots
Yes,
of pictures from our
Yes.
website, which is sourlandmusicfest.com. Be sure to go there. We have a few videos, and we're expecting more pictures as volunteers or attendees say, I have pictures. Send them in. We'll put them up.
All
Definitely.
right. Let's watch the video.
I'm standing here with John, he's the general manager of Unionville Vineyards. John, this is your first year sponsoring, hosting the Sourland Mountain Festival. How's it going so far?
Well, it's a fantastic day.
Yeah?
Really a little bit hot, but I think that makes it a little bit more interesting. We got the water sprinklers going, and the misting tent is open, and the wine's cold, and so is the beer and the cocktail. So it's a really great day.
That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about the partnership that you have with Sourlands for this event.
Sure. So the Unionville's been the winery partner of the Conservancy for a couple of years now. We've always participated, making donations and contributions to various events. Obviously, this event in the past when it was held at other places. And when they approached me and said we want to reboot the Mountain Festival coming out of COVID, They asked if we would host it, and I would just be thrilled, I said, because this is the Sourlands right here. I mean, you're looking at it. Yep, that's,
Take a look back there. It's an amazing property.
One of our vineyards is up on the hill behind us there, and the other one's right there behind the camera. And we have another 15 acres planted in Hopewell, and we have another 4 acres down in Princeton. So I like to think that Unionville is sort of in the thick of it here in the Sourlands region.
Absolutely. We're here at Sourland Mountain Festival, and come and visit Unionville Vineyards. It's a wonderful place to visit, and the wine is amazing.
I agree.
Mercer by Local Connection on location with Mayor Frida from Princeton. We're at the Sourland Mountain Festival today. It's a little hot out here, Mayor, today, but it's a great attendance.
A lot of people here.
Exactly. What do you think about this festival?
The festival is a great idea, and promoting and supporting the Sourland Conservatory is a great thing. Something we should all be worried about conserving because it impacts the entire area, the entire region. So you got to think regional when it comes to water, climate, and everything like that. And it's a really good time, and to see people like you. So
why not? It really is a good time. So we're having a great time right here at the Sourland Mountain Festival. We have here Chef Chris from the Ryland Inn, one of the largest supporters for the Sourland Mountain Festival. Chris, what do you say? How is it going today?
We are having a great time. I mean, you get everybody out here to support such an important cause, and really local. And for us, look, we like to cook local. So supporting local groups that help us make inroads with local farmers and be sustainable, it's a win-win for everyone. So it's a perfect relationship for us.
That's great. Always remembering buy local, support local.
Yeah.
It's a great event.
If you can just please close your eyes, find a comfortable seated pose and elongate your spine. Hold a really nice, tall, elongated spine. So listening and feeling, observing the pathway that the breath enters and exits into your body.
Tree of life, taste the rays of the sun, and in the darkness sleep till the morning comes. When your leaves will fall.
It's my great honor to introduce Andrew Zwicker, who's the state senator for the 16th district, and a person who's been really supportive of the environment and of science, and I'm pleased to invite him to say a few words today. Senator.
Thank you, Dante. Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a great time on this hot but beautiful, beautiful day, enjoying the music and enjoying the beer and the wine. I just came here to say, let's not forget, this is a fundraiser for the Conservancy. This is about making sure that we protect areas like this every single day. To all the kids that are out here, all of the children, right? We want to make sure that this is here for everybody. So I want to make sure we're out here, we're dancing, we're drinking, we're eating, but most of all, we're remembering that this is about the land, this is about the animals, and this is about you and I. So let's have some fun, let's hear some good music, and take care, everybody.
John, this is wonderful. We are right here from the grapes. What are this one?
Sure, so this is a variety called Chamberson.
Right.
It's a terrific variety for New Jersey because it's very loose clusters, which allow for a lot of airflow and a lot of sunlight to get in and help the ripening. We make our port wine from this. We make a delicious, opulent port wine that we've made for 25 years, and these are the grapes that wind up in that dessert wine.
That's awesome. How many people work in the winery, like to carry about all this?
So we have 43 acres under vine, planted across the 4 different sites in Hopewell and Princeton and here in the Amwells. And it takes 10 people pretty much year-round to farm 42 acres.
Now, what is your favorite?
Oh, they're all my babies. I really love our dry rosé, and I love the white blend that we make from Viognier, Marsanne, and Roussanne. So these are our northern Rhone white varieties, and they're my favorite.
Of course, French wine.
It is an awesome moment. It was food, it was music, it was people, it was art, it was craft, it was education, all kinds of great stuff. Stay tuned.